Hey guys, it's Hannah and welcome to day one of the reading rush. Well, it's not really day one yet. It's a quarter to midnight on Sunday night, so the reading rush will technically be starting in 15 minutes. So I wanted to get myself set up for day one. I'm in my pajamas, but I do want to read a little bit at midnight before I go to sleep so that when I wake up in the morning, I will have already started the process, I guess. In case you didn't see my TBR video, I'm going to run through that quickly with you to show you what I am going to plan to read this week. So I do have a bit of a theme, and that is Percy Jackson. So I'm going to read The Lightning Thief for the prompt of a book that you've seen the movie adaptation on. I have read all the Percy Jacksons before, but I want to try and get them all done this week because I want to go into the Trials of the Apollo and the Olympus Heroes series, which I can't remember, so I want to reread all these. So I have seen the Lightning Thief movie, so that's going to cover this one. The second one, I am going to read Sea of Monsters for Outside Your House, which I can't really do because pandemic. The weather here is never good enough to guarantee getting like outside all the time, and also I have like a chronic pain thing, and like some days just like going out for a walk isn't really something that I can do. So if you can see the big green chair over here, that's like in a bay window. So I'm going to open the window, sit in there and like turn the TV around so it faces it, and then I'll be able to put on maybe some nice forest ambience or something and try to fill that prompt that way. For The Titan's Curse, the third one, I'm going to do that for a book set in a different continent because they all take place in America. For The Battle of the Labyrinth is for my birthstone. My birthday is in July, so it's ruby red. And for The Last Olympian, that was the first book I touched. And if you watch my TBR video, you'll see me sorting that out and picking which one was going to be the first one I touched. The next book is on my Kindle, and that's for the prompt, a book beginning, like the title begins with it, and that is The Last Hero, and that's the first in the Heroes of Olympus series, so that's the next one, so I want to start that series. And then for the final prompt, which was read a genre of that you want to read more of, Percy Jackson didn't fit into that anyway. It's middle grade, it's fantasy, urban fantasy, it's mythological. I read a lot of all those things. So I'm just going to go with a Penguin modern mini classic, and this is Investigations of a Dog by Franz Kafka, and this is going not only for short stories, which I always find hit or miss, but it works for translated fiction as well, which I always enjoy but don't get to enough, sadly. So that is what I'm going to try to start reading tonight here at 12 o'clock, and I would like to, well, the dream scenario would be to get this finished tonight. It's only 53 pages. But if that doesn't happen, I want to get a good chunk of it done, and then I'll be like a book ahead of myself when I start tomorrow. This is the first ever reading rush that I have had to work this week. If you don't know, I'm a teacher, so I've done the reading rush for 4 years, but normally the summer school holidays. But because of everything going on, I'm doing tutoring throughout the summer for kids that need help. So I'm doing that every day. So it'll be interesting to see. So far every year I have completed all 7 books in the week, but this will be the first week that I'll be working and doing the reading rush. So that'll be interesting. And I just quickly wanted to show my husband's TBR because he is participating this year and it's his first ever time, so I'm super excited. But I think, again, with him working full-time, he's picked even more ambitionally than I have. Grapes of Wrath, can't remember what prompt this is for. I think it's one for the See the movie. No, it's not. I can't remember what this is for. But he's kind of cheating because he's already over halfway through it and he's just going to finish this off. Killing Time by Caleb Carr. I think that's the one he touched first. Women by Charles Bukowski. No idea what this one's for. Mrs. Frisby and the Rats of Nim, which is like in my top 3 books of all time, and he has watched the movie with me before, but he has never read the book, so he's going to read the book for that. How Much of Us Was There by Michael Kimball. Again, no idea what that was for. The Allotrope Kafka articles, a novel. I have no idea what that one is about either. And Caliban and the Witch, as for his birthstone, I know that one because it's purple for Amethyst for February. So that's what he's reading. He's camera shy, he won't want to be in the vlogs, but I might be able to update you on how well he's going through the week and if he finishes everything, what his little synopsis is. So I am going to pause here. I'm going to go and get myself a cup of tea and a snack, and then we're going to start off with some Kafka. The clock is just about to strike 12. I've got a nice hot cup of tea and I've got my first reading rush snack. Snacks are always a big part of the reading rush. I go every, like the Saturday before it starts, so I went yesterday. I got all the snacks and these are my favourite cookies ever, and I'm not a big cookie fan, but these Cadbury's Crunchy Melts chocolate centres are so good. They're like chocolate chip cookies, but like in the middle it's almost like a Nutella. It's like a melty, soft. You can heat them up if you want to, but they are lovely just as they are, and the edges are super crunchy and crumbly, and the inside has that lovely like chocolate sauce, and it's Cadbury's, and it is just delicious. So I'm going to open these up and get one, and we're going to see how far of Kafka we get before I get really tired. But I don't feel really tired, so unless like a wave of tiredness hits me, we should be good to get a good chunk of it done. So I did actually finish Investigations of a Dog by Franz Kafka. It took me, about 45 minutes-ish to finish this, so I'm extremely tired and ready for bed. I'm not going to give it a formal review until I, like a star rating, until I sit down tomorrow and think about like the writing style and stuff. But essentially you just follow the life of this young dog. He's not like a pet dog, and he talks about dogs and dog society, and he goes through a lot of human emotions. He thinks he's better than other people, and he questions things and motives and what life's all about. But I feel like there was something missing in maybe a different perspective. I feel like if this had have been a short film and you were actually seeing the dog doing normal everyday dog things but having these complex thoughts, it would go off better. Or if you maybe had like a human perspective to go against it rather than just these thoughts which didn't seem dog-like at all, apart from he was talking about other dogs. It was interesting. The writing is definitely good. It's a weird one. As I said, I'm going to think about this overnight, and tomorrow I'll sit down and properly think about like writing style and development and all that kind of stuff and see what it ends up with. So we're officially one book down for the reading rush at 1 a.m. on day 1. So that leaves me now in a good place that I'm a book ahead of myself. So really any reading that I do tomorrow, I'll count it in my head almost as Tuesday reading, and then that'll keep me motivated and I'll feel like I'm ahead of myself and I'm doing really well, because I'll be starting book 2 on day 1. If you understand, I find that a good way. I know some people like to keep the shorter books until the end, and then if they feel like they're falling behind a bit then they can catch up. But I like reading them first and then feeling like I'm always a step ahead of myself, and then if a bad day happens and I don't get much done, I don't fall behind, I'm almost just catching up, if you understand what I mean. I'm probably babbling now, I'm tired. So I am going to go to bed, and when I get up in the morning I'm going to start The Lightning Thief and see how much of that we can get done. The dream would be to finish The Lightning Thief tomorrow. That would be good. That would again keep us on top of our things, but it is, I get a page number, 375 pages long, and it is, for a middle grade, is quite dense text. So we will see. I also was able to get from the the library on the Cloud Library app. The audiobooks for all of these. I would prefer to read them physically, but if I have to do things, I have a lot of housework to do tomorrow, so if I can start this then maybe and put the audiobook on for a couple of chapters in the afternoon while I'm getting stuff done, that'll help towards it, and hopefully my evening will be more free tomorrow, although we have stuff to do, but that's different altogether. So Lightning Thief tomorrow, well not really tomorrow, today, but in the morning, and we'll see how it will go. So night night, and I will see you then. Good morning. As you can see, I'm all decked out in my Camp Half-Blood shirt. We're starting Percy Jackson. It's a good day. I did last night show you guys that I had finished The Investigations of a Dog. I ran it through my rating system and I just ended up as a 3-star. I kind of stand by what I said last night. Like, the writing was good, but the character was a bit off. I think like a different perspective or something would have been possibly more helpful, and it was just nothing really like mind-blowing. It wasn't emotional, it wasn't overly thought-provoking, so it ended up with just kind of like a high-ish 3 stars. In my opinion, I have started The Lightning Thief. I'm about 100 pages in. I've been reading bits and pieces of that this morning when I've had the chance. But I was cleaning the oven this morning and I spilt the oven cleaner on my arm, and I've come out like all irritated and red skin, so that has kind of been putting me off. But I have my Camp Half-Blood t-shirt, and I also have bought these like blue little like sour sweets, because if you've read Percy Jackson before, there's me kicking the tripod, you'll know that there's like a significance to blue food. So I have that, and I have my cup of tea, and I just wanted to check in and let you guys know that I have managed to start Percy Jackson, and I was about 100 pages in, but it is getting on to lunchtime and I can't decide what to eat. But I think I'm going to make egg noodles and maybe put some bacon, maybe cheese into it. I'm not too sure, and that's what we will be having. Peter has been working really hard all day, so he has not started on any of his reads, I don't think, because he went to bed earlier than midnight, so he didn't get to start, and he just has been in work all day. So we'll see this evening if he gets anything done. And I don't know how often to update this, because I'm planning to do the vlogs daily, which I am. I don't want them to be too long, but at the same time I don't want them to be too short. So like, how often should you update? I don't know, but I'm going to try and include the video challenge that's put up daily in my vlog as well. So, but I'm not sure for my time zone what time that will be out at, and then how does that relate in me getting the video edited and put up before I go to sleep. So the Instagram challenge for the day has already been released. I'm not sure whether I'm going to do it. It is to recreate the cover of a book, not necessarily the book you're reading or going to read, just a book. But you can see on the cover of this, Percy is in his orange shirt and he's like throwing, well, it's like a lightning bolt, but I guess some sort of javelin-y looking thing. And I wondered if I could get a picture of myself, but I don't know if I'll have time to sort that out today. We'll see, and then we'll see what time the video challenge comes out at today, and hopefully I'll be able to get that fitted in. But we're 100 pages in, loving it, super fun, and just enjoying being back and remembering all the little things I've forgotten, because I believe it's been probably 2 or 3 years since I've read any of the Percy Jackson series. So we're enjoying it. It's a good time. So I managed to finish The Lightning Thief, the first in the Percy Jackson series today. I know by the vlog it looks like I literally haven't left the sofa today, but I promise that I have. And we are going to be starting The Sea of Monsters tonight. And again, don't know how far I'm going to get through that, but I'll let you know in the morning. The Lightning Thief was, again, a 5 out of 5 stars. If you're into middle grade, if you're into mythology, if you're into urban fantasy and you haven't read this series yet, I would really recommend it. It's a lot of fun and it's typical for the genres that it fills, but at the same time it's unique and different and definitely keeps your attention grabbed the whole way through the series with different twists and turns. So on to number 2, which is actually a shorter book than the first. The first is around 400 pages and the second is only 270. So this is a shorter book. So I am busier tomorrow, but with a shorter book, hopefully maybe we can get this completed, especially if we get a head start tonight. I didn't put in my challenge in this today. I was really expecting to do like daily vlog and challenge videos, but it seems like they're not doing video challenges this year. I haven't heard anything of it. They put up a tag video, which I may film and put up tomorrow, but it doesn't seem as if they're doing daily challenges this year. You know, there was always how quickly can you find books that would spell your name and stuff like that, little video challenges, but it doesn't seem like we're doing that this year. So I suppose it's just going to be vlogs this week. Thanks very much for watching and I will see you for tomorrow's vlog. Please let me know down below how your reading has gone if you're participating, and from me and Nippy, who doesn't want to say hello, you're all right, from me and Nippy, bye bye.